FRSC vows to enforce regulations in Ember Month. NAV graduate 204 Special Forces, combat search and rescue personnel. Bayelsa State Governor Diri condoles with IGP, drowned personnel's families. On entertainment, Vector expresses lack of interest in the Headies and other awards. In sports, Nigerian winger Babajide wins Liverpool Women's November Player of the Month award. Details of these and more after this break. I am Godslove Orlando. Now the news in details. The Federal Road Safety Corps FRSC on Sunday said it will enforce its road safety regulations during the current Ember Month campaign, which was flagged off this December. The Zonal Commanding Officer, RS1 Kaduna Assistant Corps Marshal Aliyu Datsama, made the above disclosure during the flag-off of 2020 Ember Month campaign at the Katsina State Transport Authority terminus. Datsama said it has become a tradition of the Federal Road Safety Corps each year to mark the Ember Month activities for the last month of the year due to its high vehicular movement as a result of increased human activities. He called on motorists, travelers and the general public to display high level of professionalism and sense of safety as we steer throughout the month of December and beyond. The commander also warned road users against improper parking on highways, especially by heavy-duty vehicles, which often constitute serious hazards on the roads at night, adding that the agency will not be kind to operators of unlatched vehicles and careless tanker drivers who violate traffic regulations. In attendance were associations like NURTW, NATO, RTEAN, Tricycle and Motorcycle Riders Associations, as well as the general motoring public. As part of efforts to tackle internal security challenges, the Nigerian Air Force (NAF) has graduated new batch of Special Forces and Combat Search and Rescue Personnel (CSAR). The combined graduation ceremony took place on Saturday at the Regiment Training Center Annex, Bauchi. It comprised of 9 officers, 153 airmen and women, and 41 personnel for the Combat Search and Rescue course. Speaking at the graduation ceremony, the special guest of honor, the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, noted the Special Force and CSAR were graduating at a time the nation is in dire need of their skills. According to him, to meet capability gap in Special Forces and Combat Search and Rescue operations, the Nigeria Air Force established the Special Operations Command with its headquarters in Bauchi and quick response groups or wings in Gasau, Owerri, Ikpetu, Ijesha, Daura, Gwari, Agatu, Nguroge, and Doma. The CES therefore urged them to imbibe the attributes of special operatives, which include honesty, courage, perseverance, and adaptability, among others. And in Osun State, where the security agents in Atakumosa West and Ilesha West local government area in the state on Saturday received the backing of the stakeholders to enforce the state's law banning the practice of female genital mutilation. At a consensus building forum held at the State Ministry of Women and Children's Affairs in Osogbo, the state capital, representatives of security outfits, particularly the local security men and stakeholders, including community leaders, resolved to work together on the enforcement. Speaking at the event organized by Action Health Incorporated, AHI, in collaboration with the State Ministries of Health and Women and Children Affairs, the security personnel said violators will be arrested and prosecuted. Speaking on behalf of the community leaders, Alhaji Akim Adebayo and Pastor Oladepo Shadare said the people of various communities in the 2 local government areas unanimously agreed to end the practice, and the FGM has become forbidden in their communities. The FGM analyst with the United Nations Population Fund, UNEFPA, Uzoma Ayodiji, and AHI Program Officer Abdurrashid Nuyira said the objective of the exercise was to secure full commitment of the communities and security personnel of the FGM abandonment in their areas. To Bayelsa State, Yenagoa, The state governor, Doye Diri, has condoled with the Inspector General of Police, Mohamed Adamu, over the loss of some of the forces personnel that drowned while escorting voting materials for Saturday's senatorial by-election in the state. The boat conveying the policemen was said to have capsized on its way to Okoroma, the headquarters of Southern Ijo local government area. However, security sources told newsmen that 11 policemen were on board. They were on board the ill-fated boat, in which 5 were rescued while 6 others drowned. Diri, who also condoled with the families of the deceased policemen, said in a statement by his chief press secretary, Daniel Alaba, that their sudden demise while on national duty was very painful. While describing the incident as unfortunate, he prayed to God to give the police boss and the families of the policemen the strength to bear the great loss. And to Sokoto State, where 2 suspected kidnappers have been killed in Sayana area of Tambawa local government area of the state during a gun battle with the police. The Commissioner of Police, Ibrahim Sani, disclosed this on Saturday during a press conference at the command headquarters. He explained that being an upsurge in kidnap for ransom and pockets of robbery in the state, with one of the recent robbery cases leading to the death of one person. According to the police boss, one of the suspects in the robbery that claimed the life of a victim 2 weeks ago in Tamaja area of the state have been arrested. 4 robbery suspects and 8 other persons suspected to be kidnappers were also arrested, and 3 AK-47 and a rifle with live ammunition were recovered. Coming up in a moment in our entertainment news, Vector expresses lack of interest in the Headies and other awards. Please stay with us.
At split seconds, there is a lot happening around us, but we can't be everywhere all the time. We've got work, families, and chores to cater to, and most importantly, time to rest. And that's why having reliable partner like KUFM News is important. Sleeping? We don't. We work round the clock, bringing you stories as they break from Nigeria and across the world. We would stop at nothing to keep you informed, because KUFM News is all about you and stories that affect you. Politics, business, human interests, sports, entertainment, just name it. We've got you covered. KUFM News. Timely, precise, spot on.
Welcome back. You're still listening to Newsbreak on KU 92.7 FM Benin City. And now to our entertainment story, where Nigerian rapper and songwriter Olariwaju Ogunmefu, better known by his stage name Vector, has explained why he stopped entering for the Headies Award. The rapper said he stopped getting involved in such award competitions because he doesn't want to compete with other rappers, saying that he can easily beat them one-on-one. He added that he's grown now and awards don't mean anything to him anymore. Vector said he doesn't care about money or clout and only wants to make music. While a number of people mocked him for his tread, media personality Frank Edowa defended him, saying he does not need to explain himself, especially to people who do not know hip-hop music. And now to the foreign scene, where American rapper Herbert Wright III, well known as G Herbo, has reportedly surrendered to authorities after being charged with fraud. According to a 14-count indictment that was filed in September and made public on Wednesday, the rapper is among several individuals accused of conducting a $1 million fraud scheme. They are facing federal charges of conspiracy to commit wire fraud as well as aggravated identity theft. Federal prosecutors say Herbo and his crew used stolen IDs and credit card information, possibly obtained through the dark web, to make extravagant purchases over the last few years. These included trips on private jets, limo services, high-end car rentals, a Jamaican vacation, illegally charged trips across the country, and 2 designer poppers totaling amount $1.5 million. According to documents from the Department of Justice for the United States Attorney for the District of Massachusetts, a 25-year-old G Herbo self-surrendered in the Central District of California on Thursday. All defendants are to appear in courts on December 7th. And that's it on entertainment. And in sports, Nigerian winger Babajide wins Liverpool Women's November Player of the Month award. Details in a moment. Welcome. Now in sport news, Nigerian winger Rinshola Babajide has been voted Liverpool FC's Women's Standard Chartered Player of the Month for November. Liverpool made the announcement in a statement on their official website on Saturday. Babajide, who operates from the wing, was a threat in every game for the Reds, but an undoubted highlight was a stunning winning goal in the FA Women's Championship victory over Sheffield United. The 22-year-old's form at the start of this season has seen her get invited into the last two England camps, and she spent a large part of the latest international break based at St George Park with Phil Neville's squad. The Reds resumed their league campaign on Sunday against Crystal Palace women in a game that will see fans return to Pritton Park for the first time since the start of the pandemic. And to more sport news, Wilfred Zaha again underlined his importance to Crystal Palace as they took advantage of the controversial dismissal of Matthias Pereira to claim their first points in the 3 games with a rout at West Brom. It was from his low cross that Daniel Furlong diverted the ball into his own net to give the visitors the lead, and his whipped finish into the far corner that restored the advantage of Conor Gallagher's low-driven equalizer. Christian Benteke headed the first of his 2 goals of the afternoon from Patrick Van Aanholt's cross just 4 minutes after his strike partner's fine finish. Zaha was on hand again to tap in from close range to make it 4-1 following a driving run into the box from Ebere Chieze before Benteke added the icing with a lovely finish on the turn. It is the first time Palace have scored 5 away from home in a top-flight game and lifts them to 11th in the table, 3 points off the top 4. West Brom remain in the bottom 3. And that's it on sport news. Generally, that's the news. But before we go, let's take a quick recap of the headlines. On the news this evening, we told you that FRSC has vowed to enforce regulations in Ember Month. And also, NAV has graduated 204 Special Forces combat and rescue personnel. And finally, on Newsbreak this evening, Bayelsa State Governor Diri condoled with IGP and drowned personnel's family. Please do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. Do not forget you can listen to us anywhere in the world, either by visiting our website at www.kufm.net, or you can download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. Remember, we're also live on YouTube at KUFM Nigeria, and you can also listen to us at radioguardian.com. KUFM's news break was produced by Blessing Asekome. I am